This morning's Coffee With is with Alicia Malone.
And the sidelight interview is furnished by Fandango. Fandango correspondent, author. Got Alicia Malone. You got enough on your plate right now? What's going on?
I know, yeah, you forgot Film Geek, you forgot Emma Stone lookalike, I'll take any of those.
I swear to you, I was going to go to Emma Stone lookalike. It's great to have you on again. Hey, listen, I want to talk about the book, and then we'll jump into some movies real quick. You got a copy? I've noticed you've been holding up a copy. I want to see this. Backwards and in Heels. Why is that title why is that phrase so familiar to me? Where'd that come from?
Well, it's about Ginger Rogers, and it was a quote saying that she did everything that Fred Astaire did, just backwards and in heels, which I thought was such a great metaphor for women in film, saying that women have been there throughout the entire history of Hollywood, right alongside the men, but they've just had a few more obstacles to get across. And so I wanted to tell the story of women in film, the history of women in film, by picking out a couple of key stories from the past, the present, and then also talking about the future. And I wrote this really for young girls who really want to learn more about women in film and want to have some female heroes to look up to, and also for the guys out there who might not know these stories. And there were so many stories that I didn't even know till I started researching.
Give me one story. Give me one story as a guy I may not know.
Yeah, well, actually, did you know that the inventor of the boom microphone was a woman? That was Dorothy Arzner. She was a director, and this was back in the early days of the sound era, where they used to have to hide their huge microphones under, chairs or in costumes, and they were quite bulky, so the actors couldn't really move around. So Dorothy had the great idea of putting a microphone on a fishing line and then holding it above the actress Clara Bow while she moved and talked, and that was the beginning of the boom microphone. So I love that story. That's
a great story. Hey, listen, we got 3 minutes, so let's jump into this. I know there's a ton of movies coming out. This is going to be they may end up being the year of the actress, but I want to go right to Star Wars: The Last Jedi, because I know you got Justice League, we got Thor, we're going to get to those, but ultimately when this Star Wars breaks out and Daisy Ridley does Rey again,
yeah,
this is going to be giant, because it's essentially the end of it. Talk about this.
Yes, I'm so excited to see Star Wars: The Last Jedi and to see Daisy Ridley back in her lead role as Rey. She has been such a powerful force. She was really, really taken on by Star Wars fans, both young girls and young guys. And when I spoke to J.J. Abrams for my book, he talked about how great it was when he saw young girls dressed as Rey. And I can't wait to see her back again and going up against Luke Skywalker. We finally get to see more of him. He was, of course, teased at the very last moment of Force Awakens. And now we get to see him, pass on his Jedi, and it's supposed to be the last Jedi, so the last time we get to see this Jedi Force. And I can't wait. It's been kept under wraps, and all the things that I've seen so far look very, very intriguing. I think Rian Johnson, the director, is going to be doing a fantastic job. Yeah,
this thing it's been kept in Fort Knox. Nobody knows anything about this. I want to go to Cate Blanchett real quick. She is doing something she's never done. Her character is Hela. She's a goddess of death. I got a picture of her up right now. This is foreboding.
I know. She gives me chills looking at the picture, seeing the footage of her as the goddess of death. She's done a little shades of villains before, but this is the first time she's done an out-and-out true villain, and she's going to have so much fun with this role. She's an Oscar-winning level actress, and this is the first time that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had a female villain, and that's 16 films and almost a decade worth of movies. So I cannot wait to see her. I think she's going to be really powerful and knock it out of the park.
Yeah. That's in Thor Ragnarok, by the way, be the next story.
Yes.
And what we also need to talk about real quick, Wonder Woman, she is going to Justice League, and may end up, at first it would have been, okay, Iron Man, she's going to carry this movie.
I know, she is. I think she's the most popular character now in the DC universe. We get to see her back with Batman, and they had such great repartee in Batman vs. Superman. So together, they travel around to put together the Justice League, which includes Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash. First time we get this kind of team up from DC, and it'll be interesting to see how it works out. But I think that Wonder Woman is going to carry the film, and Wonder Woman is the one that everyone wants to see.
Yeah, what I meant to say was because Iron Man, that's Marvel. she is the Iron Man of DC now. I mean, they can build the whole franchise around her. Hey, listen, backwards in and heels. Great quote. I'm never going to forget that one. I have a young daughter. She's 27. And in her own career, I'm going to roll that out on her. Hey, listen, Alicia, it's always great to have you on. Good luck on the book. You can buy it wherever good books are sold or download it. Please download it legally. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Marty. Bye.
Bye-bye. Out of sight.